Today we have the all-new 2025 Toyota Tacoma. In this video, I'll talk about what the new Tacoma is, how I feel about the interior space, and what it's like to drive it on the road. I think it's safe to say that we live in the golden age of off-roaders and trucks. The last couple of years showed a big interest and demand for those vehicles, and they became all-in-one like a Swiss Army knife. They need to be comfortable on the road, capable of the road, serve as a family vehicle, but also as a work truck. That's why the new 4th generation Toyota Tacoma is offered in more trims and configurations than ever. You can get it as an XtraCab or a double cab, with a 5-foot bed or a 6-foot bed, and there are 20 million different trims. Today we're going to focus on the Trailhunter, but let's talk about what the new Taco is first. The 4th generation has been completely redesigned inside and out. It sits on a new frame and received new powertrain, including a hybrid option. The Tacoma uses Toyota's GAF platform, which is a body-on-frame modular construction that's more rigid and, at the same time, lighter compared to the old frame. It's shared with trucks like the Tundra or the 4Runner and Land Cruiser SUVs, and features a double wishbone front suspension and either a leaf spring in the base models or a live rear axle coil setup in the back. There are different suspension options depending on the trim, including adaptive dampers on the Limited. The Trailhunter that we're testing today gets a 2.5-inch old man EMU shocks and disconnecting stabilizers. Now, as of powertrain, we have 4 different options that can be split into 2 buckets: hybrid and non-hybrid. You will always find a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder under the hood. Yes, gone is the V6. In non-hybrid models, it delivers 228, 270, or 278 horsepower. The iForce Max, which is a hybrid model that we're testing today, makes a total of 326 horses. In case of the hybrid, a 48 horsepower electric motor was integrated into the transmission. Speaking of, we have 2 transmission options: a 6-speed manual for a 270 horsepower non-hybrid, the rest gets an 8-speed conventional automatic. As with most trucks in the segment, base models are rear-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive with a 2-speed transfer case is an option. Now, before we talk what it's like to drive the new Tacoma on the road, let's take a look inside and talk about the interior space. Alrighty, inside the new Tacoma. After literally climbing inside this thing, you are greeted with a well-designed and practical cabin. A lot of storage solutions, impressive center console area, enormous door pockets, and great overall ergonomics. The designers did a great job combining usability with technology. There are a lot of physical controls for things that require easy access. The digital gauge cluster is fairly customizable and provides all the information you need. And while the Toyota connected infotainment system may not have the best looking interface, it has a logical menu structure and is easy to use. It also supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The materials are of a good quality, and from the interior comfort perspective, this thing no longer feels like a cheap vehicle. I mean, it shouldn't feel that way since our tester costs 65 grand, which still I think is wild for a mid-sized truck. Anyways, another big change is how you feel behind the wheel. The driving position and steering wheel adjustment is much more improved, which taller drivers like myself will appreciate, and I can finally call the seats comfortable. They offer a wide range of adjustability, so anyone can feel comfortable sitting behind the wheel, and they are heated and cooled in the Trailhunter variant. Sadly, I cannot say the same thing about the backseat. It is disappointing even in the double cab variant. There isn't much headroom and legroom, and being 6'1", I had a hard time fitting behind myself. Yes, I know it's not a full-size truck, but I expected more from the Tacoma. The bed is available in 2 sizes, 5 or 6 feet. The maximum payload is a little over 1,400 pounds, and you can tow up to 6,000 pounds with the Trailhunter variant that we're testing today. Well, that was the cabin of the new Tacoma, so let's get it on the road now and see how it drives. Okay, driving the new Tacoma. Now, before we start, I wanted to mention 2 things. First, I didn't spend much time with previous generation Tacomas. I've driven them here and there, but never lived with them for too long, so I will not be able to tell you exactly how the new Taco compares to the old ones, but I do have some understanding. Second, I'm not necessarily a truck guy, so I'll approach this thing from a daily, on-the-road perspective. What I can say about this new generation though is that it is better than old Tacomas in every single aspect. That applies to the drivetrain, ride quality, and overall driving experience. So let's start with the powertrain. Yes, we lost the V6, but this iForce Max hybrid is better in basically every aspect. It has more power and torque, better fuel economy, and much better transmission, which works pretty well. Now, I know that you might be scared that the hybrid Taco feels like an econo box, but I can assure you that the hybrid powertrain is here for power and it doesn't prioritize super efficient driving. The engine is basically on all the time and we get plenty of low and mid-range torque thanks to the electric motor that supports the engine. 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque in our tester is just right, and one thing you cannot say about the hybrid variant is that it's sluggish. The ride quality is another big surprise. Yes, the Tacoma is a body-on-frame truck and it still feels like one, but I'm impressed how well it reacts to all types of road imperfections. Granted, the 33-inch tires and an off-road suspension fitted on our tester definitely help with absorbing bumps, but also there isn't much NVH coming inside the cabin, even at highway speeds. We get laminated side windows and the new Tacoma is super pleasant to live with on a daily basis. Now, even though we are on our favorite back road, I think it's pointless to talk about the driving dynamics of this thing, but they're not terrible, and driving the Tacoma, even on a curvy back road, isn't scary, as long as you're smart. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say about the new Taco, so with everything we covered, let's jump to the final thoughts. Okay guys, summing up the new Tacoma. Now, as I said in the intro, pickup trucks are becoming those all-in-one vehicles. They have to serve different purposes, and the new Tacoma really excels in every single role. It's one of the most important names for Toyota brand, and they couldn't have messed it up. And it seems like they didn't. They addressed some of the downsides of the previous generation, such as low interior quality and comfort, poor fuel economy, and the fact that it was just slow. Granted, we still don't know how reliable the 4th gen is going to be, but time will tell. While I wasn't able to test the Tacoma off the road, its on-the-road manners are pretty impressive and I truly enjoy driving this truck on a daily basis. It's quiet, has a good ride quality, nicely tuned hybrid system, and just looks badass. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about the new Tacoma, drop a comment and I'll answer them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.